Hello friends, welcome back to my channel where I talk about classic books which I have read and my future plans related to books. Today I would like to speak about four books based on four different love stories written by authors from different parts of the world. And the first book and the most famous is Pride and Prejudice, written by Jane Austen in 1813. This is Victorian era, and like almost all novels written in this period have happy endings, and our book also. Probably everyone know Bennet family with 5 girls whose mother, Miss Bennet, want to marry them as soon as possible. Something happens. Unexpected situation when Mr. Bingley, a rich bachelor, and his friend Mr. Darcy came in this region. At a festival organized by Mr. Bingley, he gets to know Bennet family more closely, or we need to say better, know Miss Jane Bennet, and Mr. Darcy gets to know Miss Elizabeth Bennet. These four are the main protagonists of our love novel, and we need to underline that at this party the rest of Bennet family, it seems to be competing for who makes the family more ashamed. Mr. Bingley show interest and affection for Jane, Mr. Darcy show interest for Elizabeth, but because of Mr. Darcy pride and Miss Elizabeth prejudice, misunderstandings breaks out instead of love, and in this way we see how is created one of the most beautiful and romantic couple in the story of Victorian literature. The novel ends positively, everyone is happy. We see that the novel is based on the topic that opposites attract and create one of the most strong and beautiful relationship between two people. The novel shows the problem of that period of time. For example, you can see that you need to validation for society that you are a good girl, that you came from educated family and you have an income to get married well. And in that period of the time, it's very shameful if your little sister will get married before you. Will be a disaster for your future life and for you. So in our time this doesn't happen, it's just a normal situation. The second book is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, written in 1955 when he was in America, and when you read this book you have this feeling that you can touch lifestyle of America, mentality from that country. And I know that you think Lolita, yes, Lolita, which is based on controversial topic that represent an impossible love, love with judgment, maybe pervert love, love of creators for his art. Narrator and protagonist of this novel is Humbert. He is a professor, he is 40 and falls in love with daughter of the host. And all good and beautiful if this girl not have 12 years old. Yes, 12 years old. Dolores is the name of the girl, or how in the story it's named like nickname like Loli, Lola, Lolis, Lolita. Humbert is obsessed with this girl. He wants to see her, he wants to be in her presence, and he decides to marry with Dolores' mother. After an accident, Dolores' mother dies, and Humbert becomes her guardian. After this accident, Humbert decides to take Dolores in a car trip through America. In this journey, he abused Dolores using sleeping pills. He managed to escape. After many years, Dolores or Lolita contact Humbert and ask for financial help. Humbert have feeling for Dolores and ask to come back. Why I chose this book? Because if we turn 12 in 21, we can see this novel from different kind of perspective. This book is not strange, represent a sincere love who lasts in the time, who beyond the barriers of age, love who doesn't disappear, and love who forget everything. Reading this book little by little, you find excuse for character, why he feeling in this way, why he does these things. And what can I say? This novel is written with short sentences, simple but perfectly correct phrases. If you think that this book is about sex, you are wrong. In this book, you will not find an option word or dirty scene. Everything happens here is author illustration and reader's imagination. The third book is The Night in Lisbon by Eric Maria Remarque, published in 1962. It tells the story of a Jewish refugee named Schwarz, who arrived in Lisbon, and in one night he met another refugee like him, and Schwarz proposed to this refugee in exchange of 2 tickets to America and 2 passports, listen the story of his life. He has been married for 5 years with Ellen, who also is German citizen. Ellen came from family with another political views, and probably this family was against this marriage, especially her brother George, who takes part from state secret police. It is Gestapo, and one of the duty of the Gestapo was to catch Jewish, arrest them, and send in concentrate camps. Joseph also was persecuted by George, also was arrested, but he managed to escape from Germany to Switzerland, and from Switzerland in French, and there he was an immigrant for 3 years. This time in France was very hard for them because he was without documents, without passport, and without this you are nobody, you doesn't exist. And these 3 years he fight and defend what lasts his life. And in France he comes to the conclusion that the life here is not better than to be persecuted in Germany. Driven by feelings and desire to see his wife, he decided to return in Germany. And in that period, the Germany was the epicenter when Jewish was considered the biggest enemies, and you can feel that this character really is very strong. He returned in Germany, he see Ellen, he found out that she doesn't marry again because their feelings are still alive. Ellen decided for both of them that Joseph came to take her and run away. Without hesitation, Helen decided to go with Joseph, and they go from Germany to Switzerland, and from Switzerland to France, then to Lisbon. And this is the biggest part in the book that represent this journey of this couple, of this strong and really beautiful relationship between two people. What I learned from this book, that truly love appeared in the hardest moment of your life. The last book is Homework by Nicolae Dabija, written in 28. Nicolae Dabija is a Moldovan writer, and because I am from Moldova, I want to present this great work. The narrator of this novel is a boy, Mircea, who lives in orphanage. This all happened in USSR. At the beginning of his life, he has a tattoo on arm with his name, Mircea. And one day came a man, a stranger, and with the pretext that he is the biological father of this boy, Mircea. And Mircea was shocked because in this place children learn that their father is Stalin and they need to defend what he did and fight for them. And now Mircea has two fathers. Mircea finds out about a love story between his mother and his father, how he appeared in this world. And the name of his new father is Mihai Ulmu. And when he was 25 years old, he was a literature teacher in school. Mihai wasn't appreciated by collective of teachers because he was against of communist regime. Mihai Ulmu, like a new teacher, want to create a new generation based on correct value. He want to transmit this power of poetry, love from literature and creation. But in one day, because students make unsuccessful joke, they draw horns and mustache on Stalin's portrait, and somebody for this need to be punished. And teachers choose to be Mihai Ulmu because of this person. Students are revolted. Mihai Ulmu was arrested for 13 years old just for a portrait. And the last homework for students given by their teacher, Mihai, was what is mean love. In this class is 18 years old girl, Maria. We find out that this girl is biological mother of Mircea, and Maria loved this teacher so much that she ran away from home and followed Mihai in jail in Siberia. Here in jail, she find a job to be near Mihai. She make a plan for how Mihai can escape from jail. Plan works, and they hide in the forest. There in wildness, they feel free. They love each other. But they get found, were arrested. In a woman camp, Maria gave birth of her children, and she knew that after she gave birth, these children will be taken. And she decided to make a tattoo on arm with name Mircea, and this will be a sign how she can find this boy. After many years, Mihai, with this tattoo, will find his son. Thank you, guys, that you was here with me. Sorry if I was boring. Bye bye.